Hello students, welcome to Booster Brain classes. So today in this video, I'll give you a summarized list of all those important topics which are very important for your UGC NET preparation. So the unit that we are targeting today is Teaching Aptitude. Like I have already said, Teaching Aptitude is a very conceptual unit and the questions they ask you are very conceptual in nature as well. So the kind of questions which are mostly asked in Teaching Aptitude are mainly assertion reasoning question. We have the match the following questions and the statement type questions. So these are the main types. Mind it, you won't be getting any direct questions of Teaching Aptitude. If you get any, you'll be lucky enough, but more or less you are not going to get any direct questions from this unit. Now let's start with the topics which you need to cover. The first topic that you need to cover, so it's Teaching Aptitude. Basically this is the Teaching Aptitude unit, the first unit for your UGC NET paper 1. So the first topic that you should cover are the levels. Okay, so mainly we have 3 levels, so you have to go through all the 3 level, which is the memory level, understanding level and the reflective level. It's memory, understanding and reflective. So these are the main 3 levels. There is one more level which is the autonomous development level. So sometimes you even get question from this level as well. Do not miss this level. You have to go through the propounders. Here you should and it's very important that you try to identify the keywords. Okay, use the keyword approach. It's a summarized video. This video will help you to understand the topics, which topics you should cover. Along with that, I'll try to give you the approaches that you should follow in those particular topics. So the next topic that we have is the domains. It is the domains. We mainly have again 3 domains. The 3 domains are cognitive domain, affective domain, and we have the psychomotor domain. So under cognitive domain, you have a very important concept which is the Bloom's taxonomy. Alright, you have the Bloom's taxonomy, you cannot miss it. Along with it, side by side, you have to go through the Anderson's, the concept given by Anderson as well. You have to go through it. Next we have the affective domain. See, for affective domain we have 5 stages again. You have to go through it. What I do in affective and psychomotor domain is I try to give stories. It helps in better memorization. I use mnemonics and stories. So this is the main approach. For Bloom's taxonomy you can use mnemonics. So that's all for the domains. Then we can move on to different teaching methods. We have the different teaching methods. Under teaching method you have the offline method, you have the online method. So under the offline method you have the teacher centered method and you have the learner centered method. So the basic difference or the main tip I can give you here is just see who is the boss, alright, like who is taking over that method. For example, if I give you lecture method, now see, in a lecture method who has the major role to play? When I say who is the boss, it is who is playing the major role there. So in a lecture method it is the teacher, right? It's the teacher who plays the major role. So it's a teacher centered method. Similarly, whenever you get any method, you just try to check it is dominated by the teacher or the student. So the one who has the major role is either the teacher centered or the learner centered. You can identify it like that. For the online methods, you have the MOOC platforms. Okay, you have the MOOC, you have Swayam and you have Swayam Prabha. We have Swayam Prabha. So Swayam, you have to go through the 4 quadrants and the 9 operators. There are 9 operators you have to go through. For Swayam Prabha, you have the channels. You have to go through the channels. Also try to make a list of these channels, list of the channels. Because what I have observed is in the recent time, NTA, it tries to ask you about the names of the channels as well, the channel number and the name or the subjects, alright. So, when I say list of the channel, it's like the channel number, the channel name and the subjects and the providers as well, the providers. So, this is very important, again you have to go through the providers as well. So, it is a comprehensive list, you have to make the list. After that, what we have is, let me check the list, it is also about teaching models. We have teaching models, we have teaching theories, okay. So, go through the models and the theories. Under the models and theories, what I can say is, do not miss the names of the models and the innovators. You can make a chart. Again, for this you can try to make a chart of the name and the innovators, the name of the models as well, also a bit of the concepts. From the models you are asked sequence type questions, okay, sequencing type of questions are there, the steps will be given, you have to arrange, it's match the following questions you get, where the names and the name of the model and the innovators you have to match. So, these kind of questions basically are asked from the teaching models and theories. Then we have the key behavior and the helping behavior. It is the key behavior and helping behavior. The key behavior and helping behavior of the teaching learning process. So, key behaviors, there are 5 key behaviors, there are 5 helping behaviors. So, the kind of question that is being asked here is, they will mix up both the key behavior and the helping behavior. It will be mixed up and you will be asked to identify which are the key behaviors or which are the helping behaviors. So, also it can be in the form of statements as well, they will ask you which are the key behaviors or helping behaviors, and you will be getting the statements, alright, it will be in the statement form. The next is, it can also come in the form of match the following. So, you have to match, maybe the the concept is given and the name, like for the key behavior we have lesson clarity. So, they will give you lesson clarity and they will give you an elaborated or a brief about what lesson clarity is, and you have to match. So, that is the kind of question you might expect from the key and the helping behaviors. The next type of the next topic can be types of learners, okay, types of learners. In the types of learners, you mainly have these two, which is the adolescent learner and the adult learners. So, under adult learners also there are quite a lot of things which you need to go through. Types of learning as well. So, there are different types of learning. So, you also have to go through it. The next topic that we have is the factors related to teaching and learning. Factors related to teaching learning. Under the factors related to the teaching learning, it can be factors related to the teacher, it can be to the student, it can be to the subject as well. Alright, so there can be several factors. They might ask you about the socio-economic factors of a teacher, the educational background of a teacher. So, there can be a lot of factors. So, this question you cannot predict, but the only thing you can do here is you can just go through the factors. Alright, it is about the factors. Then we have the types of questions. There is another topic which is the types of questions. So, under the type of questions, we have the convergent questions and the divergent questions. Alright. Now, they won't ask you, simply what are convergent or divergent questions. You won't get simple questions. What they will give you is, they might give you, suppose they will give you MCQs. Suppose they will give you match the following. So, these are the kind of questions. Suppose they will give you descriptive questions. For example, they will give you lower order questions, okay. Maybe they might give you content based questions. So, these are the kind of questions they will give. So, this question basically comes in the form of statements, where they will give you a mix of all these different kinds of questions, which again fall under the category of convergent or divergent questions. So, it is categorized. So, you have to check the list of convergent questions and you have to check the list of divergent questions, because it is also a repeatedly asked question in the previous year paper. So, the next type of question that we get is based on evaluation or assessment. So, there are different type of evaluations, there are different types of assessments. You have to go through the main 4 kinds of evaluation. So, there are a lot, okay. The main 4 kind of evaluation or assessment are formative, we have summative, we have criterion referenced, and we have one more, which is the norm referenced. So, these 4 are very important, because in these 4 you can use keywords. You can use keywords for these. Even for the other kinds of assessment, we have diagnostic assessment, we have prognostic assessment, we have lot of assessments as well. You have to go through, you have the aptitude test, you have the placement test, entrance test, so lot of things go through, but these 4 do not miss. This might also come in the form of match the following, alright. So, very important, the types of evaluation. Then we have the CBCS, which is the choice based credit system. So, CBCS do go through, because it is also very important. The CGPA, SGPA, the differences, the main differences you have to go through, very important. The next that we have the teaching philosophies. I missed on this topic. We have the teaching philosophies. So, we have different teaching philosophies, like we have idealism, we have naturalism, we have a lot, we have pragmatism, we have existentialism, so a lot. So, you have to go through the teaching philosophies. Along with that, you have to go through the propounders of these teaching philosophies. So, the next we have very small topics like micro teaching, we have concept learning, we have mind mapping. So, similarly we have these small topics, you can go through these topics as well. The next important here is the theories under pedagogy. You need to know what is the Fleming-Varks model, what is constructivism all about, what is behaviorism. We have already discussed about a lot of theories and models which are being asked. So, also you have to go through these theories under pedagogy as well. Then we have the Piaget theory, or the stages in a child's brain development. We have this as well. So, this is important. I have also said you have to prepare a chart of what? All the teaching models. There are a lot of teaching models. So, all the teaching models along with the innovators. You have to prepare a chart. The next, what you can do is the parenting styles. Go through the parenting styles. So, there is a matrix, okay, you have to follow the matrix. So, follow this matrix, draw the matrix, try to get the matrix from somewhere, draw this matrix and you have to follow this matrix. Then we have the 6 thinking hats, the 10 decision traps. We have the 4 types of miscommunication. These the last 4 are very new. These are recently, I have observed that these are the recent kind of questions which are being asked by NTA. So what you do is, I have given you a list of say 20 topics. Now it's a summarized list. Even if you are not able to cover the 100% of the syllabus, but if you cover at least these 20 topics, in depth coverage of these topics will help you get a good score in teaching aptitude. All right. So do not miss these topics, because these topics are very, very important. All these topics are picked up from the PYQ analysis that I have done. So I hope this video will be helpful and will boost your preparations for your UGC NET. If you like this video, do give us a thumbs up. Also share your comments. Do let us know what kind of content you want us to bring up, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.